Hey family, happy Thursday. It is Thursday, y'all. Finally, right? First of all, I wanted to say thank you for joining me. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me on today's topic. Today I'm going to be talking about how to maintain a successful alteration business. And really, what I'm going to share with you is a lot of personal stuff, but not just alteration business. It can also go for any type of business, to be honest with you. Um, you can take some of these tips that I'm going to tell you and use it in any business and make it successful, honestly. So, but without further ado, because I like to just jump right in. For those of you who are watching on the replay, hey on the replay, thanks for watching. My name is Tissa. I am a professional alteration specialist, and I have had my business since 2015. I have been doing alterations, and this is what I do all day, every day. All right. Today, I am going to be talking about how to maintain a successful alteration business and just some 5 tips that I want to share with you that I've used in order to keep me where I'm at. And I've been here, like I said, since I've been doing this since 2015. And just a preference, when I got into the alteration business, I knew nothing about alterations. I had only been sewing. I had only started sewing consistently the year before. So 2014 is when I started sewing consistently for myself and like making myself some clothes, just starting to sew. And then this opportunity came up here for me to actually own an alteration business. And I jumped on the opportunity. I did, not knowing anything about alterations. All right. And I've been here ever since. And we're now going into 2022. So let me just kind of share with you some of what I've done personally and what has gotten me to where I'm at. The first tip that I want to share with you, and if you see me looking to the side, because I'm looking at my notes and I don't want to forget anything. The first thing that I want to share with you that you must have when you want to maintain a successful alteration business or just a business in general is a clear vision. Okay, you need to be able to clearly see what it is you want to do, right? Now, like I said, when I started doing sewing, I had a clear vision that I knew I wanted to sew. I did not necessarily know that it was going to be doing alterations because, like I said, I had never done alterations before, right? But I knew, and let me just preface to that, I was working at Comcast 2 years prior to that, right? So I had a 9 to 5 job. I was working part time at Comcast, but I knew that that's not where I wanted to go. My vision was always to be an entrepreneur, to have my own business. I just didn't know it was going to be this. Okay, so you must have a clear vision of whatever it is that you're going to do to know exactly what it is you want to do and exactly where it is you want to go with that business, right? That's number one, first and foremost. Okay. The second thing you have to have is a desire. And let me just tell you as well, the things that I'm talking about, I have done personally, but I have learned a lot of this from reading, and a lot of these I've gotten from Think and Grow Rich. Okay, so if you haven't read that book, please do so. It's an excellent book. All right. Secondly, is desire. You have to have a desire to do whatever it is that business you want to do. Once I got into alterations, right, I knew that this is exactly what I wanted to do. Why? Because the first alteration that I had, the first alteration that I did, I knew within myself that it wasn't, I'm like, this looks like trash. this looks like garbage, right? And it was an actual alteration on a client. Because keep in mind, like I said, when I bought this business and I took it over from the person who owned it before me, it was like we try to make it a smooth transition, but I didn't know how smooth of a transition it was going to be, especially knowing that I had never done alterations. So literally, all I think it was like June, July is when I decided to make, like I bought made the decision to buy the business. I stayed in here with her, looking at some of the stuff that she had done, and then by the end of August she was done, right? So, but keep in mind I was still working part time, so I couldn't be here every day. So it was like maybe once a week that I was able to get in here. I couldn't get much out of that from once a week, right? And so, going into August, the end of August was when she finally stopped. And so now here I am, September, it's all me. All the alterations are done on me. So whatever clientele that she had before, I'm taking everything on, right? And so um the first alteration that I had done, y'all, it looked like garbage. It looked like garbage. And I knew that this wasn't good, right? But also I was like, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going, right? I had the desire to keep going, even though the alteration looked like trash. It did. The customer came in. I mean, that's a whole nother story in itself. But and the story, it ended up working out. I ended up fixing to what I could to the best of my ability, and the customer was happy. I was happy, and it all worked out great. You know what I mean? And in the future, I had gotten better. That also taught me a lesson. But back to my tip number two, desire. It was my desire that kept me going as to why I knew that this is what I want to do. Because even though the alteration looked like shit, I knew that I liked this. I knew that this is what I had liked. And so this is what you need in order to maintain a successful, not only alteration business, just business itself, right? So number one, a clear vision. Number two, desire, right? Number three is faith. You must have faith, okay? And y'all, believe you me, I had faith in myself that I was gonna get this. It was sink or swim, right? For me, it was sink or swim. I had no other. I couldn't turn back. I couldn't go back to anything else. It was sink or swim. You're either gonna do this or you're not, right? And I knew that this was only my only means of income. Okay, it's my husband, and we have 4 children. So I just quit my job, bought this business, right? And now I gotta make this shit work. I gotta make it work. You know what I'm saying? And so I had faith. I had faith in myself that I can do this. Even with the first few alterations that I had done look like garbage, I still knew, and I was able to let my clients know, look, I didn't I didn't tell them that I'm brand new to this. All right? Don't get it twisted. I ain't even going to lie to you. I did not tell them that I was brand new, but I was able to finesse a little bit, and fix whatever needed to be fixed. And not only that, I wasn't charging what the industry was charging in alterations because I knew that I was new. You know what I'm saying? And then as I gotten better and better, then of course my prices went up. But this is true story, true life, for me. And so, but I had the faith. I did have faith in myself, and I knew that I can do this. And you must have faith. Listen, y'all, we going into 2022, right? And not only do we have to be grateful and thankful for that, but more importantly, we have to we have to be able to look within and know within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And believe within ourselves. And that's what a lot of people do not do. We do not believe and have the faith within ourselves. And a lot of business, they get started, and within the first 3 to 5 years, they're done. They've given up, right? They were probably almost there. They had no more faith that it was going to work and they gave up. No, you must have the faith. And I had that faith, which kept me right here where I'm at today. All right, so it's faith. Number four, action. Do it regardless. Put some action into it. Nothing is gonna get done if you don't do anything. You know, one of my favorite sayings is, I don't watch what you, I don't hear what you say. I watch what you do. Right? Your actions tell me everything. Put the action in. Put in the work. Put in the work. All right. That's the only way you're gonna get moving forward. That's the only way you're gonna be able to push through. You got to put action into it. All right. And lastly, and to me, this is the most important one, is consistency. Fam, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. That's the only way you're going to get it and get it and get it good, is consistency. You keep practicing and keep doing and keep practicing and keep doing and keep practicing and keep doing. Listen, I'm always learning. I never stop learning, right? I consider myself, yes, a professional alteration specialist, but why? Because I have a clear vision, I have a desire, I have faith, I have action, and I am consistent with what I do. All you got to do is take those 5 tips and put it into anything that you decide to do, and trust and believe you me, it will soar. It will soar. It will soar. And that's what I've done in order to maintain this business that I have here today. And I'm so grateful for it, right? I wanted to share these 5 tips with you guys because we're going into 2022. And when you're going into 2022 and everybody's like, oh, new me, new, every time there's a new year, it's always, oh, new me, new 2022, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then after January 15th, they're done, right? They're done. Tell me if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm lying, right? And so I said to myself, I said, you know what? I just want to share what I have done within the past, was it 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Damn, I'm going on 8 years, the past 7, 8 years, what I have done in order to maintain this. You know what I'm saying? And make and run a successful business. Not only is the business successful, I have a 4.9 star on Google, from ratings that people have given me, and I don't even ask. I do not ask for the reviews, and that's what bring my clients in, is just off of my reviews and word of mouth, because I have not done any advertising, because I don't know if anybody on here is a seamstress as well and does this as a full-time job. But when you're doing this by yourself, at least when I was, I do have employees now. But when I was doing this just alone with me by myself, it's too much. Sometimes the workload is too much, right? I only have 2 hands. There's only so much that I can do in a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? And so, totally lost my train of thought. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Why I said that, but um, why did I say that? I'm sorry, I don't even remember why I said that. But lo and behold, but for real, when I was doing it by myself, it was a lot. It was a lot. And oh, I know why I was saying that, to let you know that this my business had basically been built off of what I've been doing, and word of mouth, and that's what got the people in here to me, right? And then from that, I was able to scale. I hired somebody. She works along with me and also does the alterations to where I can continue to scale and scale and scale. And so, as we go into 2022, I just really, my goal, y'all, is to get more people out there doing alterations, and really to love the art of alterations. You know what I'm saying? And it's a very Not a lot of people out here do it. Word of mouth, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Not a lot of people out here do the alterations, and those who do them, their work sometimes is not, it's not the best. And I'm not saying that for me. I'm just saying from what other people have told me. And so I'm sharing all this to tell you, as we go into 2022, my goal is to share with you all that I've known, all that I know, what I've learned on my journey. I'm going to show you now that we're getting into the next part of this. I am going to show you the things that I do and show you how I do the alterations, actually starting next month. So the next live that I do is going to be actually showing you all, what I do, right? People sometimes want miracles. Oh, listen, man, I wish I could sit on here all day and give you guys stories on some of the miracles that people have wanted me to do. I had one today, as a matter of fact, um, where the gentleman had a vest, a regular vest, and his wife must have washed it. And when she washed it, the inside, the what it looked to me is that the interfacing on the inside shrunk. So because the interfacing shrunk on the inside, it caused the vest to kind of bubble, like it looked like it was bubbling. So he wanted me to fix that. He's like, can you do some kind of alteration to do this? And I'm like, I don't think so. So then he says, well, can you just open it? Just open it. Open the vest. And I was like, I had to. I'm like, sir, I can't. I cannot do that. I cannot work that miracle. So, but I wish I could just tell you. I have stories upon stories to let y'all know about the miracles that these people have tried. Sometimes it's funny, and sometimes I just look at them like, and then they say, okay, you can't do anything about that. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh man, it's great. It's great. You gotta love them. But yeah, so the next live that we do next Thursday, I'm gonna be actually showing. I think I'm gonna be doing pants, and I'm doing more of the show and tell because um, you asked. Somebody asked, so I'm gonna do it. I also wanted to share and let you guys know that I have also created a Facebook group, right? So if you are interested, join the Facebook group, and in that group, that way we can all get together, we can talk, we can network, you can post pictures, you can ask questions, you can share your tips and tricks. It's just a community built up together that I've joined. So if you are on Facebook, just look for Stitch and Wear Academy, the group. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna post it. I'll probably post the link in the bio, and then I'll post it in the stories, to let you know to just go over to the group, join the group, and there we can also just talk to one another. You can go live in the group, like we can all just come together. So look for the group on Facebook if you're on Facebook, and if you want to join, it's called Stitch and Wear Academy on Facebook, right? But yeah, so again, let me just recap the 5 things that I personally have done to maintain my business: clear vision, desire, faith, action, and consistency. And it worked. It worked. And that's why I'm here today, right? And that's what I would hope and want you to do, whether it's an alteration business or any type of business that you are going to get into and want to do. Those are the 5 tips that you want to maintain and do. All right. So, like I said, next week I'm going to actually be doing the live where I don't want to say exactly what because I'm not sure and I don't want y'all to hold me to it. And then you said, oh, you said you was going to do this and now you ain't doing that. I believe it's going to be, I'm doing an alteration on pants, right? But I don't know exactly what part I'm going to do yet. So, but we are going to be live and I'm going to be showing and telling. And that's it, fam. That's all I have for you all tonight. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If not, you can DM me or you can catch me in the Facebook group, Stitch and Wear Academy Facebook group so that we can talk over there on a regular basis. Okie dokie. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for staying here with me. And thank you for listening. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Thank you for listening. I will be back next week, God willing, and actually showing the alterations there. But until then, family, I pray you have a blessed 2022. I pray you have a safe 2022. And I look forward to seeing you all next year. All right. This is